What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Frankenstein today. We're tackling something on the Frankenstein today, boys. Turbos, man, they get hot, crazy hot. I actually underestimated how hot it was gonna get, but hopefully we got a solution for that. Before we start the video though, let me show you a little something. Something I'm a little excited about. Look, boys, look what came in, baby. Yes, sir, that merch, boys. Guys, you guys got to hit the website up though. You got to hit the website, gooseperformance.com. Look, those fresh hoodies just came in. Let me get one of these out for you. Man, look at this thing right here. Let me show you. Let me show you though. Hoo-hoo-wee. Man, that looks freaking good. Goose Performance. And then we got the Send It up front with the Terpski in the front. Let me show you guys. Look at that, boys. Look at that. Send it, baby. Make sure you guys cop yours, guys. This is a limited run, super limited run. So when they're out, they're out. Make sure you guys hit the website. Guys, it is perfect for that. Winter is coming around the corner. It is here. It is coming. So make sure you guys cop yours, gooseperformance.com. But let's get back to show you what's going on here, what I got going on with the Frankenstein today, boys. Now, the heat. If you guys, I don't know if you guys have been following the channel, how long you've been following the channel for, but I got these exhaust manifolds slash headers, whatever you want to call them. I got them coated a long time ago, and look at, I mean, they didn't hold up. If you guys can see, now this is, all it is really, it's high temp powder coat. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. We thought they would hold up. They definitely did not hold up at all. So, but I'm actually kind of glad it didn't hold up, because the amount of heat in here, boys. Now you guys can see I got some of this stuff wrapped up here in the bottom side that's running along like the spark plug wires and things like that, just to protect that. But the amount of heat this is putting out, I don't like it at all, boys. It's just so much heat in here. I can actually even feel it inside the cab, how much heat is coming through that firewall because of the turbo setup. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna throw a little heat wrap on here. Let me show you guys what I got going on here today. I went down to the local speed shop we got here, boys. Picked this stuff up right here. This header wrap, obviously, but this stuff here, a roll for that was what? 25 bucks more or less. So we got 2 rolls of these, plus all the bands, or I should say all the little, basically they're like zip ties, but for this stuff here, but they're metal bands. It's probably a little over 100 bucks I spent with everything. Like, these were actually pretty pricey, believe it or not, with all of them. I got a little bit more just in case we screw up, but we're gonna just do the headers today. We probably won't do the pipe. I want to do the headers, and I want to do a comparison on what kind of heat difference it is too, boys. So what we'll do is we'll pull one off, wrap it, and then leave the other side on, and then we'll strip the car, let the car idle, and then check it after that. Check with the temp gun and see what kind of temperature differences we got. So let me set up a little bit more lights real quick, so that way we can see what we're doing, and we'll start taking this stuff off. Obviously, I got my gloves, boys. If you guys are ever messing with this thing has like fiberglass, little glass slash kitty hair, they call it. So it can get in your pores and your skin and all that, and it is not a good feeling. So make sure you guys have a nice set of gloves. Obviously, some scissors to cut that stuff with, wrenches and stuff like that, whatever you're gonna have or whatever you're gonna need to get that exhaust manifold off. So let's get to it. All right, fellas, you guys can see it's definitely not holding up. That powder coat is definitely flaking off. I mean, the entire time I was taking this thing off, what a pain it was. It's just flaking off into your hands. So we got it on the vise, guys. If you guys can't mount this on the motor, obviously like me, I could not do it on the motor. Put it in a vise, the best way to do it, so that we have something holding it. Now what you're going to end up probably wanting to do is you're going to want to start on these tubes here on this back side up here. So we're going to do one tube at a time and kind of guide it this way towards the back end, and then we'll crimp it off here, or I should say tie it off here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of very loosely kind of throw it on here real quick, and you're going to want to overlap this about 1/4 inch on all sides as you're wrapping it. And I'm just going to kind of keep doing this, so that way we have an idea on how much of this stuff we need per tube. So I'm just going to kind of work it on here a little bit here, get a little bit more in here, and just so I can make a cut so I don't have to deal with this entire roll. So I think 1 wrap, maybe 2 wraps, 3 wraps, about 4 to 5 wraps it'll probably do for that little short tube right here, and we can probably cut it off and tie it there. So about right there. So now that we got that, so I'm going to start by actually cutting this like a nice little notch here, like that. I'm going to fold it over like so with the notch. It'll kind of help it tighten it and keep it secure. So you start it, so we'll tuck it in there as much as you guys can, and make sure you're pulling on that thing nice and tight as you're looping it around to keep that wrap tight to the header so it doesn't come loose. Like I said, guys, put gloves on, because this stuff, you can see all the fiberglass in there. You don't want that stuff in your skin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep kind of working it, but I'm also going to use a zip tie until I get the metal ties on here, just in case we don't like how loose it is, if we want it tighter than what it is. So you can zip tie it until you're ready to commit.
Much later.
Took a little longer than expected, boys, but you gotta take your time. Don't rush anything. Now all we're doing is putting these little zip ties. Basically they're metal zip ties, that's all it is. This one looked like it's almost gonna be short, boys. That is not good. That's a little short there. Let's see if we can get that thing to hook, man. Oh Lord. Let's see. Well, boys, good thing we got extras. We're gonna go ahead and do the old zip tie hack and take 2 and make 1, just like that. So clearly we didn't get anything long enough for that. All right, we got that pretty tight. We'll cut that off, and then we can throw this back in and see what the temperature differences are. All right, I guess we gotta put this back in, huh? Let's just do the old YouTube magic. Bam, there it is, boys, there it is. Not a whole lot of magic, a lot of work went into that, but boys, it is in. We are ready to fire this thing up. She is all wrapped up. Don't be a fool, boys. Wrap your tool. So, all right, let's go ahead and crank this thing up and see what kind of difference we have between this side and the non-wrap side, which is this side. Let me get a little bit more light in here, boys. Let me start this thing up. So we can compare, boys. That's a cold start right now, right? So cold start right there at the top of the header. It's warming up already, 150, right? And it's already warming up. That's still what, only 2 minutes on compared to this side. Oh wow, boys, holy smokes, 375 degrees. That is crazy hot. Crazy hot. You see that one starting to wear in, starting to smoke up a little bit. That's fine. So let's see what our temperature is at right now. We're only at what, 96 degrees, the car temp. We'll let that get up to like maybe 180 and check it then. But you guys already can see the huge difference obviously it's gonna make.
2 very boring minutes later.
A little smoke. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, guys, you guys can see all the stuff is smoking off of that header from us touching it to us with the new wrap and everything else. All that stuff's got to burn off. But let's check the temps real quick. As a matter of fact, let's check the car. The car should be let's see here. Car, see, it's getting there. It's about 160, 165 right there, right? I mean, it's not even hot enough to the fans will kick on, but let's test it anyways, boys. Let's see here. So header right at the top, almost 500, like 550 degrees, boys. Oh Lord, that's hot. 550 degrees more or less. And this one on the top of the telly. Oh yeah. About 100 degrees, boys, like 100 degrees less. Still hot, but about 100 degrees. 100 degrees is pretty significant, boys. If we can take 100 degrees out of this, as a matter of fact, it's 200 degrees, 100 degrees here, 100 degrees there, and we might even come back and do this pipe here, boys. I don't know yet, but you guys already know, man. I got to end up pulling that side off and doing that side as well, but obviously we're gonna have to let the motor cool down and all that. But boys, let me know what you guys think. Let me know about this information. Hopefully it helps you guys out, and hit the subscribe button right now. Cool? All right, hit the like button and hit the bell for notifications, and stay wrenching.